Hey, what's up guys, Mudder HD here, and welcome to episode 60 of my journey to the top series. And if you missed the previous episode, be linked in the description to the series playlist where you can find every single episode I've done so far. But if I do sound a bit under the weather, I still am a bit bunged up, so if this commentary is a bit nasally, then I'm sorry, very sorry. But we got a game here against Burnley, and the season is fizzling out, guys. We're fighting for promotion against three teams, I would say. West Ham probably in 4th position, Leicester, us, and Wolves as well. And these big games coming up here. We've got a big game against Burnley. You see there, Valon Berisha. He hasn't really disappointed since we signed him. But here, in this chance, oh my days, Fernandinho making an absolute hash of that. And Fernandinho, I keep on saying Fernandinho, it's Fernando. Absolutely making an absolute mess of that. But luckily, God gave us another chance and they hit the post. And that was a godsend for us, because then we came back on the attack. A nice ball into Azagu, and we're trying to go for the second goal to try and get this game pretty much in the bag. We are very good at keeping leads when we have a couple of goals under our belts. You see here, we had so many chances to take the lead, but Burnley were very, very persistent, very much getting in the box. And you see there's always a threat when Charlie Austin's on the pitch, and Burnley managed to equalise through him. A great slot ball in there, and I don't know why no one was picking him up. But it doesn't matter, because we had to fight on further. And Ings here getting played in. He's not a bad striker either. He manages to shrug off Ramirez. I don't know how he did that. And Austin, I think that was Austin, hitting the post yet again. And I got to say, we got away with that result there. But after that draw, we'll take the point from Burnley. It's a pretty good result for us. But then we had a big game against Wolves, and sadly we didn't have the top fitness for all our players, because there was only a couple of days in between the two fixtures. But Berisha here using his strength persistently, harassing the defence. You see here, Pat gets the ball off, the defender can't clear his lines, and oh my days, how did he not put a better strike on that? Straight at the defender. Not a lot of good to us, but Wolves, I've got to say, they had the strongest start, and we definitely were lucky to only go 0-0 halfway through this game. But then Azagu coming in with a cross there, and a Bini Is, he never disappoints, putting the ball in the back of the net. 1-0 against the Championship leaders. Oh my god, I'm making an absolute this Cole is making an absolute hash. But the biggest hash in the world is Jack Butland, and finally makes a mistake after a very long time. You see here, oh look at the ball, and oh my days, he's so fascinated by the ball. He was just like, I'm not going to use my hands, I'm just going to set my eyes on this ball, and not really going to bother doing anything. But we had to go out and find another goal, and this game was quite important, but it did end up in a 1-1, and that game could have set us a lot closer to Wolves, but sadly it didn't make any changes, in quite badly as well that Leicester will possibly gain places on us. It's not totally sure. But then we had a game against Millwall, and they've still got Keogh, which is a pretty decent player, I guess. Never really saw him play. But here, a great ball into Bevan, and how that wasn't over the line, I don't know. How that player, and you see there, it was just on the line. The whole ball has to go over the line, guys, and that's a legal kick away there, and very lucky. But we were trying to get the goal to put us 1-0 up against these guys, and the keeper made an absolute mess of that. And we were just trying, we were going for it, and basically the keeper was pulling off top saves, not to fault but Millwall. They had a great defence, and really we only had opportunities when they played at such a high line. Bini Is gets played in here and slots it under the keeper, making us 1-0 leaders now in the 87th minute. So finally we picked up a goal late on in a game, which is kind of a miracle, because we never pick up late goals unless we're behind. We never do it when we're drawing, and we go out and win that game 1-0, and a good result for us, managing to beat them. And that's what the situation looks right now. We're joint second with Leicester City, and we're going very well. And you see there, we scored the same amount of goals, but we have a 2-goal advantage in the goal difference, which may mean a lot when it comes to the end of the season.